Okay. So we have a fourplex. We'll hit a little bit about the area. So this property was actually under contract for a hot minute, and the buyer's financing fell out. So it is available again. And one of the things about this property is we feel that it doesn't show well in pictures because some people might think it looks like a shoebox, but it's actually a pretty cute property. You can kind of get some side views here. The siding looks phenomenal. And we'll get some neighborhood information going for you. And I may correct this, but 2 of the units are tenanted and 2 are vacant. So this is a Turnkey Lite property. So it's ready to go. There's been a lot of renovations in the past couple years. The vacant units could use some upgrading, but it's not required. So people could move in now. And we'll, while he's still getting in there, kind of give you a lasso. I heard the door open. We'll get this real quick. So this is Kansas City, Kansas. This side of the property looks really nice. Let's get inside. Also because it's hot. Cool little front porch. Guess we could put a handle here.
Okay, so this, as you can see, they started painting and then we just bought it, said stop. So this one needs to be painted. The flooring, a lot of the work was done on this thing between 4 and 5 years ago, as far as the roof, the siding, the windows, kind of a major overhaul. And when we did that, they put flooring in these units.
So is this unit, like if somebody buys this, are they responsible for getting it painted, or it's going to get painted before?
Yeah, we're going to get it painted.
Okay.
We're going to paint it up. There's a couple light bulbs that need to be replaced. Like this bathroom needs to be repainted. We might even resurface this backsplash here once it gets cleaned, like the tub and all that.
Okay.
So this unit is like somebody just moved out of it, but of course it needs a nice refresh.
Yeah.
Get somebody back in.
Is this a 1-bedroom?
Yeah, basically like studio, 1-bed studio.
Oh, it's a studio.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna put a new appliance in here. Like I said, I think there's mostly it's just painting in here, and the paint is terrible around the fixtures.
So really this is, well, not a major rehab, it's pre-rehab condition. Like this is all gonna get spruced up.
This is not gonna be what it is when the tenant moves in, no.
Okay.
It's the flooring.
Or when the person buys it.
The flooring in the bathroom and the main stays the same, but we'll resurface like the vanity top here. We gotta repaint, there's some new light fixtures. Like I said, these do have, so there's a bulb, I guess, that needs to be, right? Oh, okay, it's on a pull switch. So this will get painted in here.
So this is the whole apartment.
This is it.
Are they all studios?
Every one of them.
They're all the same?
Yep. What some of the tenants do, and like the upstairs, we won't go in there because there's 2 tenanted properties.
Yeah.
But and it's up to them, right? But some of the people even use this section back here as like their room. One guy, he doesn't have cabinets here. I think he has his bed back here. He keeps the closet or whatever, and then this is his living room. So he kind of like uses this back here as his bedroom / bedroom suite with the kitchen.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting how he does it. But
what's the market rent on these things?
$7 to $750.
$7 to $750.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Housing authorities at $762 for this.
Okay.
Yeah, in Kansas. So if we went housing,
Does this all get cleaned up like this tape and?
Yeah, and I think this unit works, but we're gonna drop new units. These are small units.
Okay.
We've got these at the shop. We just dropped new units in these. We'll paint the exterior doors, make sure the screen doors and everything work. And now, here's one thing I do want to show you though.
Okay.
So this lower unit has the ability to be a 2-bedroom or even a 3-bedroom unit.
Oh.
We just go in through this wall. I'm about to show you the other side.
Okay.
And where you can finish out this into a bigger, like I said, two.
So some value add option.
Yeah, there's a value add option. You certainly don't need it. I mean, this building at what we've got it priced, it's going to cash flow with market rents. It's going to cash flow around the 1% rule.
Okay.
Anyway, which is great cash flow. Certainly you can up that, and here's how it's done.
Here, I got it. Woo!
Okay. So you got some storage. You got you have a ton of unused space.
Wow.
So
Yes, that is a train.
you heard the
So this
train.
is all the basement?
Yeah. No, this
Wow.
This isn't even basement. It's all
And there's even a toilet in it?
storage. Yeah.
Like working?
Yeah. It's plumbed in.
Wow. So
Yeah,
this could
yeah,
be...
plumbed in, drain, everything. We got a separate panel here. Each unit has their own panel. This is the one panel for the common. So there's an owner.
Okay.
You'll pay one electric,
Okay.
and you'll pay water.
Okay.
There's no gas. Every unit has their own water heater. 3 of these 4 are like brand new units.
Okay.
It's got their own sub panels here for the units. You can see those. So it's all code. It's all zoning. Everything's for 4 units.
So what would this ultimately be turned into? Is this because it's huge.
Well, so here's
Like
the
one
common
big-
wall. Here's the common wall from the one bedroom.
One we were just
The
in.
lower unit. All this ductwork is all just here for. They were going to put in central AC.
Okay.
They never did.
Okay.
So this ductwork's all vacant ductwork. It's just sitting.
So it's ready for central if somebody
if you
wanted it.
to, if you wanted to, but really what it's ready for is to just be removed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And have this turned into a full unit. So it's not active, easy to remove if you want to do this. This
Okay.
is your common wall. What I would suggest is this remains a utility room that doesn't have access.
That's
to
what I was
the unit.
thinking with all the hot water heaters
Yeah,
and all that.
And then you easily enough you put a door right here to the outside.
Yeah.
So you have one exterior
And
door
some
that will access.
just
This
owner
becomes
storage.
Utility room, owner storage. You can keep your shitter here,
Yeah.
and then you also have access here to the basement. So we actually have a basement. Most of this thing is crawl
Whoa.
space. Most of this thing is slab. You can come down here. There's a light down here.
Do I have to? I already got one concussion today.
Just it's good. It's good basement. It's
Wow.
dirty. It's just dirty. It's got a sump pump. It's got an active working sump pump.
Wow.
This is the old foundation walls. You can see they're all still in pretty good shape. So you got some storage. We're gonna clean all this shit up, of course, before we sell and all that. Not that any tenants access this at all, but yeah, we want to make it clean.
Okay. So, well, before I ask that question, let's see what the rest of this.
We did have a building inspection on this one, so we went through and checked it all out.
So then this goes into. So would, if you tore that wall down, would all of this be this whole gigantic lower floor would be one gigantic? It'd be huge.
Yep. So this would be, like I said, a legitimate. You can put in this space here. You can easily put 2 bedrooms and a bath.
That's what I was thinking.
Easy. Very
Okay,
easy.
so question for you. Two-part question related to the same thing. If someone buys this as a 4-plex, it's residential. If they finish this as a 5th unit, it goes into commercial. Does that change anything for their financing, or are there any logistical issues with going from residential to commercial?
There's going to be, one, if you turn this into just a bigger, lower unit,
Then it's a
you still
triplex.
four
Oh wait,
units.
it's still 4.
Yeah, right now it's 4. There's 3 upstairs.
So you could
one
actually
down
increase the
there.
value and keep it as 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this doesn't have to be a separate unit.
Okay.
This can really, my thought would just be to open this wall up. There's
Okay.
a common wall to the lower unit. This just becomes a big.
A
so your
gigantic
main floor
one.
unit is a big unit.
Oh,
and then
okay.
you have 3 smaller units upstairs. That's what I would suggest.
Okay. If someone made it a 5th unit,
If they made
does
it a
that
5th,
get sketchy on the logistics?
They'd have to have the city to
Permit.
rezone it if they're going to do all
Oh, it's-
that.
okay.
It's one of those things like, okay, do they want to just hush up and do it and rent it to some guy and sort of ask forgiveness
Okay.
later? No, you can, right?
So the
That's
easier
one route.
one, take the studio out, make it a gigantic
Just make it one
unit,
big unit,
and then there's no issue. Sweet.
Now it's
Well, that answers my question.
$1,300 or $1,400 a month rent,
Yeah.
know, for a 3-2 around here.
Okay.
Because this really could be a 3-2,
Yeah.
right? So you have your common area here that becomes your bedroom and stuff on the other side. There's a lot you can do.
How much
You can put a
rehab cost would
bathroom
that,
back
if we were gonna make this a 3-bedroom, 2-bath with what's already over there, ballpark? What range are we talking?
there.
Because the bones are kind of here.
Yeah, and we've got a lot of the sheetrock and stuff up. Ceilings are done. Wiring's done. We've got pretty good access to our plumbing supply and drain. We're right on top of the basement portion, so I'm gonna say probably 20. We'd probably get it done for somewhere in the 20 grand.
That's it?
20, 25.
Wow. Okay.
Because we're gonna take a wall out. We're gonna add a bath. We're gonna
And the plumbing's already there, so
add
that's a
some
start.
windows. We're gonna add a door over there, so we've got a decent amount of framing work and stuff to do.
Okay.
Because we'll put 4 windows in here.
Mm-hmm.
A door on that side. We might even put an access door on this side because we've got that almost going on over there anyway. I'm really ballparking, but 2025 is
Okay.
probably,
So let's summarize the numbers here. So as this place stands right now, doing absolutely nothing with this room,
yeah.
you've got 4 units. Market rent is $750, so basically that's $3,000 a month.
Yeah.
So priced at $289, where it's priced now, is a Turnkey Lite, beats the 1% rule.
Yeah.
So then, if you buy this thing, you can rent it out as is, no problem. And then at some point, if you decide to finish all this, throw an extra 25 grand into it, increase the rent by a lot.
Probably $600 a month at least.
600, so
$600 or $700 a month.
increase it by $600 a month on a $20,000 investment. That's a 3% rule, if we want to look at it that way.
Yeah.
So then you're 3 timesing that.
And then you will pay some utilities, right? So
Yeah.
as an owner, you're going to pay the water bill and you're going to pay one electric bill. And the last 12 months of usage was just under $2,100 for the year.
Okay.
So for the water bill and the one electric bill, those combined were just under $2,100 for
Okay.
the year. So what is that? $170 a month or something? It's something $180 a month or somewhere in that neighborhood.
Okay.
Of what you'll have an owner paid expense.
Oh man, I thought we were about to get an 18-pack of beer. That's definitely Christmas decorations and not beer. The only thing we skipped over is the neighborhood. You started telling me about it in the car, but where are we?
Yeah.
And you said this isn't a pretty significant path of growth.
I think so.
Tell me more.
Yeah, I really think so. And, everybody's, this is where we get into opinions. But what I think about this neighborhood is we're right in between, like, Southwest Boulevard and Crossroads District and all that, like really close to downtown.
In KCK,
Right off-
which is
Right off
Kansas
Mission.
City, Kansas.
Right, in Kansas City, Kansas. We're right off Mission Road over here. Like it's a pretty good area. Over
And you
here,
said
just
both sides
to
of the
start with.
neighborhood have already been
Yeah.
getting built out.
So on the Crossroads side, west side, downtown, and all that, as you're coming up from the downtown way.
Yeah.
Here, you've got that, like you're pushing into that, and that gets to be some pretty good areas now.
Yeah.
And then we're right on. This is right where Rosedale neighborhood starts.
Rosedale, okay.
Rosedale. So Rosedale neighborhood starts right here, and that's where you're getting into some pretty high dollar stuff too.
Yeah.
From Rosedale here, basically there's the highway I-35. Rosedale is that hill.
Okay.
It's basically kind of starting. Even the Rosedale Neighborhood Association Development or whatever is up here off of Southwest Boulevard.
Okay.
And so people are kind of calling this Rosedale from here up. But really once you get up there, then you start getting into Roland Park and you're in really nice high value neighborhoods. So between Rosedale to the north side, Southwest Boulevard and all of that coming in, Crossroads and all that from
It's
the
coming in.
south, like we're kind of right in the pinch zone.
Yeah.
And there's nowhere else to go. As we kind of drive the neighborhoods, we've got a really cool neighborhood park up there.
Oh yeah, I saw that. It was a fancy
Drive
one.
Through the neighborhoods, we see Some houses that maybe need a little work, but overall, the most part, the houses are put together.
Yeah,
you
they're
see
cute.
pride of ownership. The yards are being taken care of.
Yeah.
So like, when you go around this neighborhood, you kind of see what, in my mind, is like long-term ownership.
Yeah.
Or maybe long-term tenancy.
Yeah.
People that have lived here for 20 years.
The current tenants?
Building.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, tell me more.
Yeah. So
When people see this property listed, because I already said on the video, it was under contract, the buyer's financing fell through, that's why it's now available.
Yeah.
But when people first see this property listed, the picture, the details, whatever, what are they missing? Like, people aren't picking up on what kind of asset this really is.
I think what they're missing is they see the picture and they see sort of maybe a drab colored
Shoebox.
Yeah, right. And like, we come look
We're
at
like,
the box.
let's not hate on the shoe boxes, huh?
Like literally, we look at the box, and there's not a lot to. It's like, oh,
Woo.
okay, yeah.
I found a
It's
hole.
whoops.
God, I'm gonna end up in a
Yeah.
hospital by the end of today.
So it's like you look at it and it's like there's just not a lot of it doesn't fancy pop off the street.
It's not like
It
sex
doesn't
appeal.
have this massive sex appeal.
But like, the sex appeal for me is when you tell me that tenants have been here for 20 years. That is rental property sex appeal 101 in my book.
Here's the other. So when I get really turned by this building because of all the attributes as a rental property.
Yeah.
I could give a damn that it looks like a gray shoebox.
Yeah.
I love shoeboxes that give me cash every month.
Yeah.
Because shoeboxes don't have big problems,
Yeah.
right? So this is a very simple building. All of it, mostly you have some unleasable square footage here, but you're mostly leasable
Yeah.
square footage. You have a simple design. You're mostly slab. The only part of actual foundation you have is like from here over.
Yeah.
This is the only actual foundation you have. It's all in good shape. It's a 100-year-old structure.
Siding's all
Okay.
great.
Siding's been done. So the siding, the roof, the plumbing, the electric, all those water heaters, all that stuff happened in the
Okay.
last 4 or 5 years.
So it's really the only thing it needs, if it doesn't even need, is just optional upgrades if somebody wanted to
Yeah.
make it a little prettier. But
Just some cosmetic. Like, we're going to go in and repaint. There's 2 vacant units. We're repainting those.
Yeah.
We're going to make them look nice.
okay.
We're not going to go in and put granite and all this other stuff in
Yeah.
there. But that's an optional upgrade if somebody wanted to do.
Yeah.
But otherwise, yeah, I mean, I love the fact that it's all separately metered utilities.
Yeah.
We don't have a gas service even to deal with. We've got baseboard heaters and window AC units.
Yeah.
So it's really low maintenance. I mean, if your AC goes out on your single family home and it's a whole house furnace or system or whatever, that's a couple of grand.
Or
Bam.
4 or 5 grand.
Just right off
Yeah.
the top, If your window AC unit goes out, it's like $300.
Yeah. True.
So it's like
So it's a good entry kind of
There's
property
really a lot-
too.
There's a lot going for this. I had a guy over here who's been investing in real estate for 40 years. He's got a ton of cash. Like he just like lends his money now, and I mean he's a very well versed investor. And I had him in town here like a week ago, and we're just going through stuff, and we went by a couple of these properties. And he's like, well, there's your money. He goes, that's the best one you've showed me all day.
This one?
Yeah.
Hey.
He's like, here's your money one.
Did you hear that?
He goes, why? He goes, look, I love it. It's like a shoebox. And how much? He
Yeah.
goes, what's the market rent? Yeah. He goes, what are you gonna ask for it? I told him. He's like,
Done.
all day. He's like, all day. And he drove around the neighborhood. We were driving around. He goes, this is great. This is like grandma's neighborhood right
Yeah.
here. He goes, what? He goes, you're having a problem with this one? I said, yeah, a little bit. If people look at it and they just think it's ugly, he goes,
Yeah.
He's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
This is a beautiful cash cow, But again, it's at a different perspective. So
Yeah.
I guess when you ask, like, yeah, this one, I thought it would just sell immediately.
Fly off the shelf.
Absolutely, because of what I feel like are all really, really good attributes for a rental property.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not planning on living here.
Yeah.
But if I was going to live here, you're damn sure I'd go get that conventional FHA loan, and I'd be living in one of these units,
Yep.
and I'd have the lowest interest
100%.
rate. I'd be house hacking my butt
Yep.
off over
Yeah.
here, for sure.
Cool.
So, but I guess we can kind of walk out here, and so the parking lot comes with the building, right, all the way to the alley. So this is, we've got our 5-meter can set up, each individual mailbox here. I hope these guys are actually getting their mail. Because, unit number 4. We just noticed these guys for rent increases.
Nice.
So if they're not getting their mail, that's a problem.
Yeah.
But anyway, this, a little manicure we could do on this side. We've got the tracks here. But otherwise, it's just in my view, it's a great lot. It's a good location.
Yeah.
We've got upside potential. We've got good cash flow the way it is.
Yeah.
We have a low maintenance building. We've got parking.
Yeah. Lots of parking.
You know, yeah, we got a good sized lot here. I mean,
Okay,
I don't know what the downsides are. I know there's upside with finishing out that lower unit into a bigger unit. That's certainly an upside. Downside, I don't know. You got train tracks right here. You got a highway right here.
Not everybody cares about that.
That'd be the only thing I could say is a downside.
On that note, I'm hot. I'm turning the video off.
Yeah.
I think, but we got the bones of it. Cool.
Good.